to this computer, and we're going to go on Facebook Live. Okay.
All right.
Okay, talking with.
All right. All right. Well, praise the Lord, everyone. And
we're not on there yet. I'm still putting down about
10 days of hope. Days of hope.
Okay, I'm sharing this. I'm sharing this on my page. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. Not my page, my personal Facebook. We'll get more viewers that way. Got it? Okay, folks. Are you on Facebook? Are you watching us? We may be live. I don't know if we're live yet, but I think we're live now. Hey, folks, welcome to my Facebook. I'm here with my man, Vince.
Ted, it's good to be on.
See, we've been live for a while here.
We've been hanging out a lot.
All right. Okay, we have absolutely no viewers yet, but if you're viewing this, thank you. So glad you're here. Vince is going to share about what he's excited about. We had that amazing meeting Monday night at the Vineyard with our friend Dave Dove. And this is what I'm excited about. One line that hit me the most there. This was my highlight of the whole thing. There is hope for California, and his name is Jesus. There's hope for California.
And he's enough.
He's more than enough. He's everything. In fact, he's allowed all this shaking that's going on so that everything that can be shaken will be shaking, so that that which is unshakable will remain. So, hey, share what's coming up. You got something this weekend, right?
No, well, we got our house, our fellowship normally on Sundays, but really quick, Ted, in regards to Monday, the highlight was having all those leaders, individuals, pastors, just right out of the gate for Hope for California. So I think we're off to a good start. Wouldn't you say, Ted? I think we had 8 or 10 pastors there, along with a bunch of other leaders.
Yeah, we had at least 10 ministries represented. We had more ministries there. We had 10 ministries represented by the senior pastor, their wives, or their associate.
And as a great mentor, as a mentor once told me, who was ever there was supposed to be there. Whoever was there was there. Whoever was not there, well, they'll learn about it later. And by the way, if you're watching this, share this with others, because we're going to share some really important stuff that happened Monday, what's coming up here in the Salinas Valley, October 1st. And we want you to share this so you can get the word out in Monterey County that there are rumblings of a revival that is taking place right underneath our feet. We don't have to go too far. It's going to happen here in the Salinas Valley. People are believing that God is at work in the Salinas Valley here in the Central Coast. So folks, get ready. God is stirring his people. Ted, you're a big part of it. You're a kingdom connector. We were connected to one another several years ago by our good friend, the late Jeff Taylor. And
2019 we connected.
That's right.
Who could imagine all of this?
Yeah, and we've been staying close. We've been meeting often, and now we're planning.
We're together at least once a week.
Minimum once a week. We're hanging out, whether it's at Coffee Mia or at Dave Elliott's home or here in Salinas. We are connected, and it's so important to be connected with other like-minded believers. Kingdom builders. You're a kingdom builder, Ted.
Yeah.
So you asked.
So let's give an overview of what's happening. We're both part of Hope California. Hope California is a movement that just believes that Jesus is the answer to California and everywhere else. And we're part of an upcoming thrust. You can go to hopecalifornia.us. I put it there in the comment section, so you can just click on the link. And 10 cities, 10 days, 10 tents. So it's a tour, it's friends, part of the prayer movement from all across California. It's just a grassroots movement, okay? We wanted to do something in Salinas, and just 2 weeks ago, I mean, this is coming up here. This is not that far from now. This is a week and a half away when it starts. And but just 2 weeks ago, we were dreaming about something. You were in a meeting there at Horace's place, and we had nothing. And the vision is to have a tent. We're thinking, a little tent, like maybe like this canopy I'm under. Let's just at least do something. And then we started praying, and everything started lining up. We're partnering with Comunidad de Fe, with Pastor Alejandro Musamesi. I love that guy. He's from Argentina. It's probably the largest Hispanic church in Salinas. They have such a heart. He has a tent, 1,500 person tent. We met with him, and he said, hey, the tent's here, let's use it. And that came together. It just so happens that they have a conference, the 1st through the 4th, with one of the leaders of the Argentine revival coming down. I can't, his name escapes me. But 1st through the 4th, they're calling it Supernatural Faith. So we're going to partner with that. And then we'll be at that tent all day. There'll be worship and prayer. Then we're going to send teams out to evangelize around the city, which I know you love to do. And then in the evening, we'll be back there for, a rally and preach the gospel and share about Jesus, share about what he does. And we're seeing miracles, man. It's really cool. And then, David Crowder's coming into town. Just happens to be in town on the 8th. And he's going to be at the Monterey Fairgrounds. So we're partnering with the organizers who are bringing them out. And just met with them. It was a divine connection. So we're supporting that as well. And what's encouraging me so much is it's just like one thing after another. We ask for it and it comes into place. So that's kind of what's going on. Now tell about your youth thing, because you've been doing this.
Yeah, well, Ted, as you know, this will probably be the 8th or 9th conference we've done here in the Salinas Valley. And the next one that's on our radar is, I don't know if you can see it, Ted, the youth conference, October 16th.
Pull it away a little, pull it back a little, right there, hold it right there. No, now move it forward. Okay, there we go, yeah. Okay.
October 16th is the youth conference.
Oh, it's October 16th, okay, yes, great.
Right. 3 weeks away, we're gonna have it. It falls on a Saturday. It will be at the Rock Boxing Gym where you've been there. We're looking forward to some of the speakers that are going to be part of this. Jeremiah from FCA will be one of the speakers, one of the presenters, along with Terrence.
Hey, I want to speak. Invite me to speak. Come on, man. You got to say yes now, because I'm asking you on Facebook Live.
The team came together really quick, so I'm actually in the back shadows on this, trying to put it together, and now we're going to promote it. So the team, the speakers, it got guys coming in from Modesto. Victory Outreach of Salinas is part of this. So a big team came together, Ted, and it's all geared toward connecting with the young people. But I hope.
Let me rephrase what I said. I would love to share a testimony if you'd like me to. I'm planning on being there. I'm going to put it on my calendar.
I will let Nick know.
I'll be happy. I just want to see the thing happen.
Ex-professional basketball player. I think the athletes that will be there, along with any young people that will be there. Ted, in regards to that, I'm getting a lot of great feedback from people as I'm giving them out, the flyers, putting them on some of the homes, buildings, offices. I have a janitorial service, so I'm getting a lot of permission from people to put it up, and then I'm telling them about it, and we put a letterhead together. So it's taking momentum. And I think it's going to be actually a lot better than what we even envisioned. So October 16th.
I think so too. You've been pioneering this. So, hey, when we first connected, was that one of the first conferences you did in the city?
That was a hope for the marketplace. A hope for the marketplace. That was the first one that we kicked off at the Salvation Army. We had
I
about
love it.
80 to
See,
90
I
guys
love
show.
launching stuff.
Yeah. And we kept
I'm an
going.
evangelist. You had 120.
We had, I think it was safe to say we had about 80 or 90 folks men there that
There
day,
was,
along
it
with
was
some of the,
filled. There was such an energy,
yeah.
and the testimonies that were shared. What I love about you, Vince, is your heart for the lost. I mean, we talk about pastor in the city. You really do it, And I also love the fact you've done 8 conferences. And I imagine after the youth conference, if you haven't already started planning, you're going to start planning the next one. But you just blur the line between your church and outreach. It's like just a normal part, it's like a part of your regular service, which I think should be the normal.
Yeah.
Church should be out there.
Right. We're constantly on the go around the clock. We'll probably do a toy drive during the holidays. We did that last year in front of Big Sporting Good. We had so many people coming, dropping off toys, and we would get them out to the camps. Chular, Soledad, Gonzalez. There's a bunch of field worker camps out there. So we got these toys and took them out to the kids. So many smiley faces, Ted. It was just, at the end of the day, Ted, as you know, and all you that are listening and watching, it's just good to partner up with God. Just partner up with God. Let him be you make sure you're his partner, and you just partner up with him in any venture, and it will be a success, period. And if you get people that get saved, in regards to the 10 days of hope, one of the things that stuck out to me, Ted, is that Jesse West made that they're going to have a horse trial out there, a big baptism horse trial out there, because they're expecting to baptize a lot of people in that 10-day window. And when he said that, I just we got to get people there.
That was also cool. Yeah, we got to get people there. So sign up, show up. Liz Ann Swanee just commented. She said she just signed up. Thank you, gentlemen. So thank you.
Yeah, if we can, all you that are watching this, if we can get 20 churches, right now we got about 10 or 12. It's a nice, healthy group. But if we get 20 churches that will participate in this one way or the other, either indirectly or directly, think of all the seeds that we're going to sow here in the Salinas Valley. And then, of course, the hope is that it'll kind of spawn off to other cities and towns. So why not Salinas? Let's start the process.
I believe the Lord, wants to use Salinas. I mean, the portion where we were meeting Monday night, East Alisal, that's one of the roughest parts of Salinas. And that is the roughest part of Salinas. And it's one of, if not the roughest part of California.
And that is the Lord. Ted, that is where the Rock Boxing Gym is at, about maybe a mile away from that church. How cool is that?
And the Lord does that, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. In Jesus' time, everyone despised Nazareth. And, look what happened out of there. I just feel like the Lord wants to do something. I'm believing for a revival, and we're committed to the process. That's what I like. We met in 2019. You did a conference and it was awesome. The energy was great, but it's not a conference that's going to save California. It's it's him, it's Jesus. And it's us following him and modeling him, and if we have that mentality, you can't lose. So we're going to keep doing this. The dream, the reason we're doing tents is because we wanted to do stadiums, but then 2020 came and locked everything down. So we're believing this is a prophetic act. We were dreaming of seeing 10 stadiums in 10 cities filled. We're going to go for that in 2022. This is a step in the right direction, but look at what the Lord's doing. We had no tent. Now we have a 1,500 person tent. It's gorgeous. It's massive. Plus there's openings on the side. Hey, if you want to come, if you're watching from anywhere, come. There's 10 acres. You can camp out right there for those 10 days. Come and do outreach. Okay. We're going to have other people there. They'll be there 24/7. We got other people camping out
Around the clock.
around the clock. And yeah, and we're just going to, and then, we didn't have anything. Now the Lord gave us this beautiful tent, everything, the sound system, everything. He gives us, we're able to connect with this church that we love that's got, a mega church, the Spanish speaking mega church that has this history of revival. They came out of Argentina, and then we're dreaming of stadiums and have no clue how we're going to fill stadiums. And then the Lord allows us to partner with a group that's bringing out David Crowder, who's one of the top Christian bands. And now we get to partner with them. It's just a divine connection. We didn't even know them 2 weeks ago, and now we know them and we're partnering with them. Next year, let's see what happens. But I'm having faith. I'm having faith that the Lord's going to do this, because you know what? He's God. He can do whatever he wants.
Ted, you'll appreciate this quote, and it's by the late evangelist D.L. Moody. Make your plans big when God is involved. I love that. That quote by D.L. Moody goes, when God is involved, make big plans. And so wouldn't it be cool, Ted, that if at some point there's 10 gatherings, maybe we shouldn't call them conferences, call them gatherings going on simultaneously in 10 different towns at the same time in these coliseums or in these big pop-up tents?
I believe it. I totally believe it.
The enemy wouldn't know what to do, Ted Haas. The enemy's head would be just twirling, going around and around. I mean, we would be like on the offensive. And that's what the church, we need to be on the offensive, folks. We can't be on the defensive. We need to be on the offensive. We need to be going forward, charging forward, not backwards.
Yeah,
forward.
There's a messed up, hurting world, and Jesus is the answer. And we've got to get out of our fear and out of our own self and look, wow, we have Jesus with us. Anything we could ever desire, we already have. We just need to access it, lay hold of it, and rest in him. And then let his love flow through us. So with that, I want to pray. I want to pray right now. I want to pray for anybody watching this. If you're a believer, I just challenge you. Now is the time. And if you're caught, I know people, we've all been through it. It's been tough. It's a tough time. It's been really hard. And I just pray that you receive his love and his peace and his shalom, to know that he's with you and that he's your good shepherd and he cares about you. And if you don't know him yet, just come, message me, man, or message Vince. And Jesus is alive. He went to the cross, he died, but he didn't stay dead. He defeated death, and he's alive. And we're sharing this with such confidence, not because we're crazy religious fanatics, but because we've experienced it. I was dead and now I'm alive. And, you know, like all of you, I've been going through a dark time. But what's different is it's like I got someone holding my hand. I got a good shepherd with me, and he's walking with me, and it makes all the difference. I have his shalom in the midst of just trials, and he comes through. And we just want you to know that, Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Good word, Ted. Good word. Yes, Jesus promised, the Lord promised, I'll never leave you nor forsake you, and I'm with you to the end of time. So the Lord is with us. Let us be going forward. Let us be charging the gates of hell, as Jesus himself said, that the gates of hell will not be able to prevail against his church. It's his church. He takes full responsibility of his church.
Amen. Well, you meet Sunday, right? You meet Sunday. When's your service start?
11 o'clock here at Freedom Fellowship. And actually, it's funny. Our little property is not too far from the big tent down the road. We're on Rogie. They're on Rogie. We're a little bit more towards San Juan Grade. So we meet at 11. We're just pretty much laid back. Come.
It's great. You hear testimonies, meet some people, you know, hang out, hear a word, worship together. It's great. And I love what you're doing there. Meet some people that are really active. I think, you know, Yeah, you don't have attendees. You have participants. You have disciples that come. They're all great. Like you're showing up once, and this lady, you do all these events, and then someone in your congregation is planning her own event. And like you guys are okay. Let's get behind it. You like to do stuff. So hey,
Yeah.
show up. I love
Yeah.
it. Hope I need to get down there again. I love it every time we show up. So all
Yeah,
right. God
all
bless
right.
y'all.
Thank you, Ted, for doing this. God bless you all watching this. Have a great week.
All right.
God bless you,
Live
Ted.
stream is
I'll see you
stopped.
Friday. See you Friday.